We are back with the next installment of me playing Mass Effect 1. Alright, so here we go. Cool ass shot right here. We're missing a fourth right here. Just to be like, every corner is just covered. Everybody's just in sync. If you turn around this way, cool. This way, huh? Shift. Alright. Where were we? Nope, not that. Put that away. So, go to the Hydra system in the Argos Row cluster and investigate. I wish I could really like set a waypoint to certain things so I can kind of track it. I'm a fan of those. If I'm ever lost, head to the Century system in the Hawking a cluster and investigate strange pattern. Report named. Nah. Yeah, I'm having trouble here knowing where to go next. Is this from the one? Damn. Let's go. Move on. And what I mean by waypoint, because I know you can set the marker there to kind of guide you. What I'm more talking about is an automatic marker set by the game itself when you want to follow a task.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Well, sure, sir. I'm lost anyway. Might as well.
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What do you need?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
We'll look into it.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Cool. Give me directions. I feel like I'm just gonna spend this time just doing side missions. Speak to Bosker, look at my handling Mr. Bhatia's situation, and find out why his wife's body has not been returned. He is in the embassy lounge on the Presidium. So we're doing that. Oh. This office at Cordens in the lower wards. Find out more information about the criminal activities Emily wants to find. Head there and search the office. Okay. So we're gonna do this first. Speak to Bosker. The diplomat. Find out where he is. He's in the embassy lounge on the Presidium. Embassy lounge. Presidium. Where would it be? Embassy lounge? Where would that be? Just guess. That was quick. What the hell? Map. Embassy lounge. Thank you. Let's go, baby. Wait, is this guy back here preaching? I thought you left.
Only darkness, the enkindlers gave light. Where there was only ignorance, the enkindlers gave wisdom.
Run.
Where there was only...
Okay. Looks like I'm passing it. Here. Okay, so I can just go around here. Done. Done and done. Wrap my way around here. Here. I'm gonna talk to you soon.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
I'm here on
Stop
behalf of
stealing
Samesh
corpses.
Bhatia for his wife Nirali.
Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
So why you not tell my man?
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is gonna take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
Okay, so one question. If I pick any of these two choices, blue obviously meaning kind of like good, and red meaning kind of aggressive, will this just shut this whole conversation down, or will I be able to continue? Likewise, if I pick any of these kind of like neutral options, will it end the conversation, or can I continue and pick the other options? Because I've done all I can with investigate. Now it feels like it's said and give the information back, or try to get the body back through one of these means.
I'll tell Samesh. Next time you cut up a dead soldier, at least tell her husband the truth.
That was just the reaction we were hoping to avoid, Commander. But if you think it will help, tell Mr. Bhatia the truth. Perhaps he will understand. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
We're coming back. Make a decision. You've heard Mr. Bosker's reasons for keeping the body. You will need to use charm or intimidate skills to convince one of the men to see reason. So wait. To convince one of the men so I can speak to this guy again?
Hello again, Commander. Can I help you?
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Okay. I do, and you're wrong. It's not worth it. You're betraying the dead. Can I go back? No, I'm locked in. Okay.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you.
That's interesting.
Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you guys, stop fidgeting, alright? Stop fidgeting. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. If this were like Red Dead or GTA, everybody would just be going crazy. Like, oh my gosh, you got a gun. Mr. Bhatti outside the pristine of the seas and tell him that his wife's body will be returned to him shortly. I'm coming. Right here. I'm talking soon.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Now what about everybody else? That's why these games always intimidate me. Because that seemed like a very simple mission, right? Go point A to point B, talk to this person, get something done, come back to the original, speak to them. Seems like it's all wrapped up. But I feel like what intimidates me is when you don't know how far things are going to be threaded together. That I don't know if what he does ends up being good or bad, or if this was just a mission just to give me XP.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Damn, I just took that information and walked away. Where to next? You've been approached by Conrad Burner. He seemed like a harmless fan. This one. Somebody wants to find. Head there and search the office. This office at Cora's Den. Lords. And I'm here, right? These are the wards. But what's better? Fast travel. Back here now.
Go away. Let me drink your piece.
Yeah, buddy. Ooh, give me a bang, cool. Can't open though. Okay. Come on. Can't open here. Oh wait, that was the item. I thought I was going through a side mission. A reporter. Okay. The information found in Fisk's hideout will help Miss Wong with her report on corruption. Go to the upper wards to deliver to her. Upper wards. bartender that wouldn't give me anything.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Sure you will. Rewards. Ah, here we go.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What is this? What?
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Add to this entry system. Alright, so these are return to the town. Should be there when. What? 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 Alright, let's reset the brain. Reset it. Start over with the reading. Because my reading, words fail. Leave mouth. Cannot communicate correctly. You should be there when the ambassador presents the Quarian's evidence to the Citadel Council. Return to the Citadel Tower in the Presidium. Okay. I don't know why it was so difficult to get the words out when I was reading it, but there you are. Presidium, Citadel. Presidium, Citadel. Let's get to it. Let's get to main story stuff. Alright, we're here.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
More.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
Dum, dum, dum,
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
"50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No! It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
She's like, go on, do it. Do it. Hell yeah. Promotion. Hell yeah. Log into your little systems. Do your fingerprints.
Commander Shepard.
Make sure you downloaded
Step
the
forward.
latest iOS. Face recognition. Let's do this. Let's do this. Make sure you updated the software. Oh, look at this. It's important. Big deal.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Imagine what happens now. What do I do?
I'm honored, Counselor.
Let's be humble right now.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Hell yeah. Spectre training talent unlocked. Hell yeah. Let's go. C-Sec Academy. Do Academy. C-Sec Academy. Gonna do some Academy training. Academy training. Did I pick the right spot? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Oh. Oh. C-Sec is right here. That's C-Sec HQ. Let's see. I guess here. Hey. This way. See, Citadel.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Let's go. C-Sec Academy. Hey, nothing here. No, not going towards. We're here, right? Isn't this where I'm supposed to go? Requisition office? Or is it here?
One sec, looking you up.
Excuse me?
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the C-Sec requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre.
Oh yeah, respect.
Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Respect.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Boom. So what am I looking at here? Assault rifle. I don't have enough money. I only got 2,000 now. And I need 255. Why is everything so expensive? Why is everything so expensive? Give me cheap stuff for free. I've been promoted. What kind of perks are these? All I can buy is a grenade. I'll buy that. I could sell. Yeah, but it's not gonna sell for much. It's gonna be like 12. I need to really like study all this stuff.
Hello, Commander.
I think I'll be going.
Sure thing, Commander.
I'll be finding stuff on other planets. Nope. Nope. Clear away. Find missing researchers. Travel to the Antea system in the Hades Gamma cluster to look for the missing survey team. Speak to the ambassador. The ambassador will provide you with a ship and crew. Meet him at the Alliance docking bay, accessible through the central elevator in the C-Sec account. Central elevator.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel security to pursue Saren, Garrus?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats C-Sec.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
Slow pan reveal.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
You're giving it to
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre.
Whoa.
Treat her well, Commander.
Handing me the keys to the Normandy?
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, sir. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans.
Oh, she's joining the squad.
We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Hell no.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
We're gonna do what must be.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Take it down.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing.
You got a dope
But you're the one who can stop Saren.
So
I believe
cool.
in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I trusted you. You betrayed me.
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report,
Explosions have my
Saren
name.
accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think that... I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could
The only
have
thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together.
We had intel on a rogue scientist. We tracked... The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant...
The only thing I care about is stopping
You're right,
Saren.
Commander. It's no good living in the past.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back, Asha. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself.
Useless.
A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
You're gonna be my guide.
The Normandy is amazing, Shepard. It's an honor to be among her crew.
The Normandy combines the best of Alliance technology and Turian engineering. It shows what we're capable of if we work together.
Let's move. Assuming it's here, right? Hell yeah.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Crew, this is Commander Shepard. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa. Captain.
Commander, something you need?
Yeah.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Like, his lips barely move. I know this is an old game, but his lips are...
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter.
Whoa.
Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around.
Jeez.
One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander.
Good for you.
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Oh, that's cool. So they put the guy with badly developed legs captain the ship, so that way he, in a way, is not going to be the quickest moving, but he's piloting the quickest thing. That's awesome. That's cool. That's some good, like, little flavoring on this. Put the Normandy in my hand, then I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless you know you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
That's dope. I like that.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Seth Green. Seth Green. So now we have some stuff here. Okay. So now I can go into these other planets and start completing some of these other side missions. Can I talk to anybody? Navigator.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
It ends now, though. We uniting will stop something that we ourselves cannot do by ourselves.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Better not be. Or I'll shove your ass right out the ship.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people.
Dope.
Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as we were at... They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a...
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Carry on. Carry on. Salute. Shall we be able to control the map and where we go there? Hey, folks. I'm your boss.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Okay, so I guess as we go on our missions, he'll have more dialogue to kind of give me a reading on what's happening with the crew members. Run, 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 run. Where's the other one? What's her name? Ashley? Do 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 do. Where's this take? Alright, so we'll do a quick look over to the side missions.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Alright, bye.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, But don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Humans are a bunch of spoiled brats.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander.
What the hell?
No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Our training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
What's your story?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away.
Whoa.
I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
No time for talking, huh? Don't get far in my book.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
Looking for supplies?
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
I got a bunch
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands.
I know getting those brands are important.
Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
So by me buying the license, he's already gonna have these weapons. I don't have to physically hand them a license. Be like, here's your license. Okay. Holy crap! Common weapon costs 313,000. Jeez. I mean, my Edge one only does 112. This does 256. Damn it.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Damn. I can't believe how expensive this stuff is. Like, maybe because it's still early game. Like, I really just have only been traveling around the last, I forget what it's called, that last area where all the dialogue happened in the city location. So I don't consider this really to be a point where I can buy most of this stuff. Yeah, right now I can only buy like really low level stuff. Not that much. So we're just gonna chill. Don't need to do anything now.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Cool.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
See Greg over there? Just give me a pile of dirt. I had to take it, of course. But don't expect to do Secret Santa with it.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
Alligator. Alright, so. I'm guessing the next step is to now pick a planet to travel to and start these missions. So where to? We got 3 locations that popped up. Unless me finding those like little side missions are going to help open up way more locations. So let's see. Argos Row, right? Argos Row is one side. Hawking Ada cluster. Antea system. Hades Gamma cluster. So we have those. And then we have the main 3. Are the Artemis Tau. Head to Novaria. And Pharaohs. So now hopefully this is on like level what's it called? Hopefully I can just visit any one of the planets and they're not like restricted by certain levels. Like depending on which planet I go to is going to be a certain level. I mean, if it indicates to me beforehand like, look, this is not recommended to go to right now because the enemies here are of a way higher level than you, so it's not the best approach. But if I can just freely go to any planet, it'll be fun. But if not, I could just go to the story one and follow the story. Citadel. Supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium ring. Total length 44 kilometers, diameter, population 13.2 million, gross weight 7.11 billion metric tons. So, wait, hold on. Why did it do that? Zoom out. Here we go. This is cool. So can I go farther out? establish how big this universe is. So we're here, right, at the Serpent Nebula. And all the other spots that I have to go to are in blue circles. Hawking Ada. The Novaria. Argos Row. Kepler Verge. Armstrong Nebula. Anakin Beta. Voyager Cluster. Hades Gamma. Artemis Tau. Exodus Cluster. Horsehead Nebula. Argos Row. Serpent Nebula. Gemini Sigma. So how does this work? Does this path indicate like what I have to do before I get to the Kepler Verge? Like I have to go through Pharaohs, I have to get through Hades, and to the Exodus Cluster. So Nebula seems to be next, then Argos Row. Huh. Oh damn. So we'll just go according to the map. Damn, but I have to exit out. I have to zoom out every time. Alright, so we're gonna go area. Complicated. Let's just go to another area. It's pretty cool. Wow, this is so big. Okay. Let's just go. Wow, this is so big. Oh my god. Svarog, Varia, Lorana, Velis. I have no context for where I should be going. Like, what the hell? I have choices upon choices upon choices of where to go to. Crazy. And I don't know if the fact that this one planet has a name is because I was introduced to it already through like some sort of piece of artifact or some sort of dialogue that introduced me to Novaria. And the reason why I don't know about these unless I hover over them is because they haven't really been brought up really. But let's just go. I don't know. I have no. Let's go see here. Svarog is a small but typical hydrogen and helium gas giant whose orbit lies quite close to the star. It is unusual for a star with a close orbiting gas giant to have a habitual world. Svarog is Pax's only gas giant, but its temperature, powerful winds, and high orbital velocity make it a poor candidate for helium-3 mining. While Novaria enjoys plentiful deuterium for its use for its fusion plants, it imports all of its helium-3 from the hub system. So I can't actually visit this. I can see it, but I can't visit it. It should be the same as this, right? I can't. Lorana is an icy planetoid smaller than Earth's moon. Many planetary geologists suspect it was once an Oort cloud ice dwarf, which migrated inwards after an encounter with some other body. While the crust is frozen water ice, deep layers are mostly silicates, with pockets of magnesium and aluminum. Lorana is tidally locked to Pax. The same side always faces the sun. Alright, so this is just some more lore attached to this, like, this group. And I can actually travel here. Cool. Novaria is a small frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Novaria Development Corporation, who lease out labs to perform research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Novaria's unique situation, it is the source of many wild conspiracy theories. So let's just... Just a reminder to everyone who has been here thus far, Instagram and Twitter, P-Schwa, YouTube, as you may be seeing this, is P as well. Twitch as well. I'm trying to find a time where
Approach
I can
control,
actually
this
stream.
is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector into berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
So they just teleported me back here. Alright, so that'll do it for this episode of this playthrough of Mass Effect 1. Once again, stay tuned, keep notifications on, follow, hit the like button, share it, be along for the ride with me. And for those of you who know way more about this game than I do, let me know if there's anything I've missed and I can't get back to. What you've been doing, what your strategy was to tackle this sort of a game, what you like about this game, what you dislike about this game. I'm gonna be completely transparent here and say that, and I've said this various amounts of time, like, it's very intimidating games this big, because I really don't know what to do. Sci-fi isn't really a strong point of mine when it comes to learning lore, have an idea of where to go, what to do. Like, if there's a, I'm just giving you a heads up, if a piece of dialogue later on in the game reveals some sort of big reveal or surprise or something like that, I don't know if I'm going to understand it to have the big reaction. But just, I guess, I don't know, throw me some tips down below. Nothing spoilery, really. Not that at this point I would understand what was going on, but yeah, don't spoil. Just give me a heads up of what I should be looking out for, how I should be tackling these quests and these missions, what I should be giving more attention to at first. Maybe like this planet is supposed to be tackled on later on. Maybe it's supposed to be the first things. I don't know. But yeah, follow me for more information, updates. Yeah, just reach out any way you can. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you all in the next one. And I'm so happy I was able to upload these videos. Not these videos, but these videos from now on in HD. Finally got around to that. So hopefully it's got a big up in the quality department for these videos, which I'm a fan of myself, that I was able to get that done. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you around for the next one. Hopefully we're now on a new planet. We got some more action in, and we get some more development in the story. Thank you and goodbye.